What's up, guys? Ethan here with another IQ review. Today we are talking about a movie that's been out for quite some time. It's old, but I think it's extremely underrated, and I wanted to do a review on it because I just watched it again. And that movie is Hancock, starring Will Smith. It actually has a completely star-studded cast. It's not just Will Smith. The movie did well in the box office back in 2008, but that probably had a lot to do with Slick Willie being in the movie. There's a ton of people in this, though. Charlize Theron, another massive actress in there. In fact, Charlize, she's underrated as well. Top 5, in my top 5 for sure, in the hottest actresses ever. And I'm not even sure who's in that top 5. I can name 3 for sure. It is Charlize Theron, Margot Robbie, and Scarlett Johansson has to have a seat in that house. But the other 2 still to be determined. But she definitely belongs there. Probably a pretty good actress too, but my God, I could just look at her all fucking day. Charlize Theron, Jason Bateman, another guy that's in there, which Jason Bateman, I'm pretty sure he was in every movie from the year 2004 to 2014. Like, if you name it, he was probably in it somewhere during that time frame. Movie, show, you freaking name it. Every time I'm on Netflix just scrolling through something, Jason Bateman's there. The dude is in freaking everything. So can't really give him credit, but hey, he was there. But this movie, extremely underrated in general. It came out in the year 2008, and this is why I think it's underrated. We talk about today, the superhero thing, the way that Marvel played out over those years after 2008. I mean, the first Iron Man movie came out in 2008. So the superhero thing wasn't this big, whopping deal quite yet at that point, cinematically, right? And this movie, I feel like, was just not in its time. Right now, a big hit is an Amazon TV series called The Boys. And if you watch that, I love the series. I know a lot of people do. This honestly is a lot like that, just in movie form, with Will Smith kind of being the douchebag superhero. And I feel like The Boys gets a lot more steam than Hancock ever did. And it makes sense because, like I was mentioning, the superhero thing is kind of built up now to where The Boys fits in to what we got going on. Hancock didn't really do that. There wasn't much superhero related going on. It just kind of came off as like, oh, just another Will Smith movie. But man, I gotta tell you what, Will Smith is also underrated. This whole movie is about being underrated. Charlize Theron underrated, Will Smith, the movie itself. Will Smith is, I know he smacked some people up at the whatever awards ceremony that was, but regardless, he has to be, he's probably the only person I would put up there in a discussion with Denzel. He is that fucking good. I love what he did in the Concussion movie. I thought that was I thought his acting in that was freaking unbelievable. Like one of the best performances I have ever seen from an actor. I'm willing to say that about Willie Smith. He's underrated as well. But this whole movie, the action in it is freaking awesome. And I think, just like The Boys, the series, The Boys, I think that's exactly what a superhero in today's culture, today's world would be like. You're the man. You could kick anybody's ass. That you're here to save the day. And how do you behave? Exactly how Will Smith does in Hancock. Exactly how The Boys, act in that TV series as well. I just think this movie is extremely underrated for what it is. I think if it came out today, it would be a much bigger hit than what it was back in 2008. This movie it gets forgotten. And if you've forgotten it, you need to go back and watch it, because I just think it's a classic. I think the sci-fi in it is great. I think everything they did with this movie is just fantastic. We're going to go ahead and give this one a 7.8 on the rating. So that's Hancock. That's a review. Go check it out.